Peace.
Hey, we need introduction music. No, we have introduction music, right?
Theme song?
That's the music that plays before the video.
Yeah.
Y'all have noticed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
We got it.
Da 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 da.
Bing.
Okay.
Is that Burger King?
Da 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 da. No, that's McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it?
So neither of those we need to be. But we are the Juice Box.
We are the Juice Box, CBD. I'm Tana.
That's I'm Jarrett.
We've realized we failed to introduce ourselves on multiple videos. So if you've been watching, you probably know us. But if you've been watching and you don't know us, sorry for not telling you who we are. Now you know.
So today's topic is about us.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Juice Box and how we form and how we work as a couple inside this business.
Mm-hmm.
The different roles and responsibilities. You want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. We're going to make this a quick one for you so you know what we do, how we do it together.
Sure. Real quick background for those that don't know. This is my lovely girlfriend.
Yes.
We have been together for about 2.5 years.
Whoa, we also have a dog who does not care that we're recording a video at all right now. So we're gonna ride this out, maybe do some editing.
You good?
He's not.
No.
By the time this airs, am I still gonna be your girlfriend? Or what? Alright,
I guess he's good.
back to it.
Back to it. So yeah, we're gonna go over our roles. I guess what I was starting with was just a little bit of our quick history.
Yes.
We have been together for 2.5 years. I've been working together for just about a year. Our 1 year anniversary is coming up.
Coming up. Hey.
And she has been an integral part. Integral.
It's a G.
She's been very important to the Juice Box. And so we'll kind of touch on what the two of us do, and how we navigate this business life as a couple.
As a couple. Woo.
So we want to go over roles first?
Yeah, let's go with the
Let's
roles.
talk about roles.
Yeah.
All right, you want it?
Sure. So, technically, my role is CFO. I'm the Chief Financial Officer. That is what it says on our website. And it's true. I do manage a majority of the finances. I would say like 85 to 90% of the finances. I do our taxes. I make sure our books are good. I record all of the travel that we need to, or that we do that can be deducted from our taxes. Anything that has to do with the finances, I'm likely the one that manages it. With that said, I take on a lot of other roles as well, and our roles definitely overlap, with the exception of that CFO title and his title as CEO. So there's not much overlap, but he'll explain more about what he does. But in addition to finances, I also do some marketing. I also manage our emails. Whenever those emails come in for juice orders, I make sure that those are added to the schedule when we deliver on Saturdays. I make sure invoices go out and are paid, which is part of the finances. I juice. I prepare the juice on a regular basis. It used to be Jarrett who did it a lot of the time. It was even for a while, but now, you know, I have a little bit more time to do some juicing during lunchtime and those kinds of things. So I do a lot of the juicing. What else, babe?
Marketing, yeah.
Editing these videos.
Yo!
I learned how to do that pretty quickly.
Yes.
So anybody have any tips on editing videos? Right now I'm using iMovie. But if there's any kind of software that you recommend that's affordable, please throw it my way. I feel like I'm doing a decent enough job, but I would definitely like to do better. Yeah, so that's I guess, all of the roles that I have that I can think of right now. And again, to remind you, we're a 2-person team. So between the two of us, we do everything.
We do it all.
Yes.
And as you have heard, she does most of it, seems like. I think, and you know, the title will suggest me being the CEO. I think that was more so because of, you know, I'm the dreamer, I'm the idea guy. I tapped in, I guess. No, I was gonna say I tapped into the why of our company, but that was even a kind of a joint venture of us coming to a consensus at the same time on what the direction of this company, or what the cause and purpose of this company was going to be. So yeah, with me being the dreamer, I think I kind of set the long-term goals on what we can do, or at least what we want to do as a business. And as a CFO, she can come in and reel me in as we go along on different ideas.
I'm quick to tell him we can't afford to do that right now. But I think you're right, and we talked about this in the last video. You're the primary why person, right? Like, I think we're both why people, but you're the primary why person. The business would not be here if it weren't for your idea, right? So definitely a well-deserved title for you as CEO, and I think you do manage those executive decisions very well. So
thank you.
But you also do other things. You gotta tell them about the social media, all the things that you.
We'll tap into social media. I think in beginning this business, where I was, I guess, positioned was, we're a juice company. You know, we do infuse our juice with CBD, of course, but that was a lot of trial and error in terms of coming up with those recipes. So I think I lended, you know, some I think some good use at that time. And of course, even, you know, after we went through so many different renditions of our different juices, you know, we were, thanks to her family, you know, we were able to hone in on the 4 that we have right now, and those flavor profiles. I would say I do work, and the marketing does overlap, but some of the creative, I think, that I do will be some of the social media, some of the visuals that we have. And so the labeling, the pictures, you know, as she will do the videos, I do most of the pictures, most of the photography, and which has been good, you know, because, you know, some places or some instances you have, you know, one creative working with the numbers person. But it's been good knowing that she's just as creative, if not more creative, about what we're doing. And that's been a great help, and you've seen that shown in our videos as what she's done, and the editing and so forth. What else do I do?
You juice.
I juice a little bit. I'm the prep guy now, though.
You're the prep guy, and you actually do a lot of the shopping for our juices too. So he'll bring home all the produce that we need, and then he'll prep, and then I'll do all the juicing and bottling up.
But yeah, getting back to the roles, I guess because of my job, I'm a bit out in the community, so I do talk about our business a good deal, and promote in ways that I guess have been a bit unconventional, but has, I think, helped us and secured some different partnerships that we do have.
You've definitely built great relationships. Like, he's built relationships that have helped us get better deals on produce, that have built partnerships for folks who are already in retail, so that we can actually sell our juice at these establishments. a number of different ways, like just communicating with people and getting them to buy our juice, like having a conversation with them, not in a way that's like trying to convince them, but just like telling them about our business, and they're like, oh, I would love that, or let me buy a t-shirt. I don't know how many t-shirts you've sold, but like literally every day he's like, I gotta, you know, give this t-shirt to so and so because they want it or whatever. They bought it.
It's been a good deal for us in terms of how we progressed and getting the word of mouth out, and letting our shirts kind of promote. And so I'd like to think I've had something to do. I guess that's public relations.
Yeah.
Public relations.
You are our PR guy.
I'm PR.
Yeah.
I'm a street team.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Your PR, your street team, your marketing, your visual development. Maybe that's marketing as well. But yeah, as you can see, between the two of us, we do a lot of stuff, and it can get crazy sometimes because we'll have a bunch of orders come in at one time, and then we have to get like social media out. We have to do videos. We have to go to the store. Like there's so many steps that are in play that it takes a lot of communication. It takes calendars that are synced up so that we know what one another is doing when we're doing it. Even with posting, like we have a calendar for posting. He knows that he posts on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then I post the following Wednesday, but he posts on Tuesday. Like we have a schedule that helps us understand what needs to happen. And that's with every single step of the business. So like if an order comes in and Jarrett doesn't know about it, I might put it in the calendar and say like, we're delivering to this person on Saturday at 11 a.m. or whatever. Then he knows that that's already taken care of, and he won't schedule anything for that time.
So
Wednesday is the cutoff for Saturday deliveries.
Yeah. So we'll that's another role. We're the delivery team.
Yeah.
We are both out and about throughout the city, throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I guess throughout Dallas.
So far, just Dallas. Where is Fort Worth? Like, when are y'all gonna order juice?
Holla at us, Funky Town. You know what I'm saying? We'll come to you.
Yeah.
We'll come.
And it feels like at this point, one of us would be tired, but we actually enjoy the work that we're doing, so it doesn't feel like work. Like, juicing actually for me is almost soothing, meditative, because it's loud and you can't hear anything, you don't think about anything. It's literally a time to like escape. So I actually enjoy juicing. I like the delivery days because we actually get to see our customers if they open the door. Right now, because of COVID, we're dropping them off at the doorstep and waiting for somebody to answer the door. And that gives us an opportunity to actually see people and wave to them. So it's great to have that kind of interaction with our customers, whereas a lot of our stuff is online on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where we don't really get to see your responses or your faces. So delivery day and juicing are actually my most exciting moments. I think where I've learned the most is actually with this stuff, with the videos. Did not know that I would like editing, but here we are, and I really enjoy it. So those are the aspects that I like, and I feel like it doesn't actually feel like work to me. So yeah, what's the next question?
So with all that running around and trying to organize different things on the fly, the third point we want to touch on is how do we deal with conflict? So again, this is not just a small business or a small business of two. We are a couple. So we are living together. We are working together. And invariably see her all the time. Which ain't bad.
It's not bad, you know.
But, invariably, conflict does come up. Right? Or irritation or what have you.
Yeah, it does.
So how do we navigate those waters?
I feel like we're so much better at it now, but if you were to ask us like even 3 or 4 months ago, like how do you deal with conflict? I don't think we would have an answer. There were moments in time where I was just so livid because I was not understanding his perspective. And I think that's the thing that we've learned is like, if you understand the other person's perspective and you're able to communicate your perspective well, and they're also able to understand it, conflict is less likely to happen, because even if you don't agree about something, you can say, I see why you see it that way, but hear me out on this because I think this would be more effective. And eventually you get to some conclusion. But I remember one time when we had an argument in the car, And it was like, I was so upset, but it was because I didn't understand how he was seeing the business. I wasn't understanding how he saw his role in the business. But when I understood that and he made it clear to me, I was like, that's why he's responding this way, you know?
Right.
And I think
that's what I think when conflict does arise and how we are able to deal with it and how we learn to deal with it is that communication. And so where I failed before in voicing, you know, the vision or the artistic direction, especially with two creatives, you know, it was all kind of kept in my mind, and I was expecting her to know, or just, you know, just to pick up on what movements I was making. And so where I was failing at communication then, you know, those incidences, I guess, brought to our attention that we have to, you know, speak and be clear about what we're envisioning, what we're wanting.
At every step.
And that's no different than a relationship,
exactly.
Right? Communication has to be always there.
Like
has to
nothing
be present.
that either one of us does is not communicated to the other person. So for example, even though I manage the finances, I still run things by him so that he's kept in the loop and he understands what's going on. Or even if I make a decision about a purchase, just because I run the finances doesn't mean I can just run the card whenever. It's like, before we buy this product or before we buy this tool or whatever, I talk to him, send him a text message, say, hey, do you think we need this? Should we go ahead and go on with it? The same with whenever he creates posts for Instagram or Facebook, he'll send me the post before he posts it and says, like, what do you think about this? You think this is okay? And now that we've gotten to a place where, like, that is the way we communicate, where it's just like every time we make a step, we're making sure the other person is on the same page. It's made things so much easier. And it's made things a lot better in our relationship, because sometimes you get mad in the business, you carry that stuff onto the relationship. You over here walking around mad, not eating food, don't want to cook. Right. It's like, I'm hungry.
And we can't afford that, right? If we're working and living in the same space, you know, we can't afford those arguments, those disruptions.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. We don't have space. You know, so yeah, I think it's been made very clear that communication, and you know, it's that old adage.
Yeah.
Everyone says it, but going through it, you know, specifically directly, communication is key.
Yeah.
And in some cases, over communication.
I'd rather have that.
You know, and that's been something that I've had to learn, and just in my life and just growing as a person. You know, just not keeping everything in my head and not expecting others to understand or to know, you know, how I'm moving or why I'm moving the way I am. So yeah, it's. I think the business has made us a stronger couple.
Yes.
Because we're forced to communicate in such a way that is healthy, even when it doesn't feel good. You know, but yeah, I think that's you know, what we've heard, what our grandparents have told us, and
it works.
You know, whoever else is communicate, keep communicating.
Yep. Good and bad, like compliment each other. Thank you so much for bringing home the produce. I really appreciate that. Thank you for doing the juice.
Thank you for doing your hair for the video.
Hey,
it's popping. All that, man. All that. Yeah, I think that's really about it. I think, yeah, all the inner workings of our business. You know, we are a home-based business.
Yeah.
But we do the best that we can to make sure it's done clean and safe, and done well. You know, we hope and trust that we put out a good product. And so I think having a good product and doing what we're doing now and kind of explaining why we do what we do and even how we do what we do gives you a little bit of, I guess, a better picture of who the juice box is, and not just the label on the bottle.
Exactly. So. Yep. So, thank y'all once again for watching, kicking it with us for these few minutes of your day, night, middle of the night, however y'all watch our videos. We appreciate you.
Yes, indeed.
continue to follow, you know, watch these videos, tell people about them, subscribe,
like, thumbs up, share, what else?
all the things,
all those things,
all the
cool
things
kids say.
Yeah.
Continue to do so.
Yes.
We appreciate you all.
Yes.
Last thing, I wanted to get this in real quick before we ended this. Kind of mentioned before, we have been doing this for almost a year.
Yeah.
All right. Again, we're almost at our 1 year anniversary. We have been doing this thing as a couple for 2.5 years. And I just wanted to let you all know, but of course, let you know
What is happening?
how much I love you.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a joy, and I can't say enough how thankful I am for you to be my partner.
Thank you, baby. You're gonna make me cry on this video.
In business and life. I love you. I love who you are. I love why you are. I love who you are to me.
Thank you, babe.
I love who you are for me. And more than anything, I think I would love for you to be my wife.
Oh my gosh, stop it!
So,
Babe, oh my gosh. What are you doing?
with that being said, Tana Marie Taylor Juco, will you marry me?
Yes.
It's on out of here. She said yes.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
Come on.
It's beautiful.
Oh. That work?
Thank you.
Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you so much.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm glad I did my hair. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
She said yes, y'all. She said yes.
Oh my gosh.
Love you so much.
I love you too, babe. How did you do this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That work?
It's beautiful.
That fits.
It fits perfectly. I can't get it off.
Oh, good. Good. Cause I ain't going nowhere.
Oh my gosh. What a surprise. Thank you. It's beautiful. I'm choking. Thank you so much. I love you. Oh my gosh. Jarrett Christopher Hicks. Wow. I wasn't expecting this at all. You acted like nothing was happening. You walked in here like nothing.
A video about us. Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all. You'll be
Wow.
seeing more from us,
This
but hopefully more in the future.
I don't even know how to edit this video now.
It will be Mr. and Dr. Hicks.
Dr. Hicks. Oh my gosh.
We'll work it out.
Y'all. Oh my gosh.
Peace.